Probably the first thing that comes into mind when you hear the word lean is working out, going to the gym, cardio activities, having an athletic physique. Maybe even a healthy diet comes into mind as well. Now, those who are lean or have tried to become lean know that it's not an overnight result. It takes time, it takes dedication, it takes discipline, training, but more than anything, if you do not know and understand how your body works, you can break all the sweat you want, and it's gonna take you forever to begin seeing results. You might even injure yourself and lose motivation. Now, with time, you also start to acknowledge that what might work for a certain individual will not work for you as well. Say the way a triathlete trains is not going to be the same way a football player or a rugby player trains. They all have different strengths to focus in, but their goal is relatively the same. Become better and more competitive in their field. Now, let me tell you, it's the same case for businesses. Your end goal when trying to become lean is to get rid and trim that unwanted fat, Muda, or waste. And once you are already lean, you continue to practice because you want to avoid going back to the original situation or position. And with time, and as you progress, you become more agile, you become stronger. It's easier for you to jump from one sport to another. It takes you less time to adapt and become more competitive in your area and in many other fields. So now let's jump back to the office. Hello everyone, I'm Chris and welcome back to Muda, the YouTube channel about waste. Today's video will be about the benefits of applying lean principles in your system, in your process, in your workplace, and simply in your lifestyle. My previous video was about the 7 forms of Muda and how to identify them. And remember that in order to get lean, you must minimize your waste. The analogy in the introduction of this video was for you to understand that being lean is not only a lifestyle that you can apply to your health, but also in your work routine. So what are the direct benefits of becoming lean? So the benefits of applying lean principles in your routine include a reduction in waste, cost, and lead time, and a gain in efficiency, flexibility and responsiveness, profits, and productivity. You also improve the flow of material, people, information. You improve staff morale through engaged employees. You focus now on long-term growth and hence the value creation. With this said, I want to give you 3 brief examples of how applying lean principles increase the value to the customer in different sectors. The first example comes from the education system. A university had several complaints from their application process. It was too long, too many redundant questions, and when students needed help, they had to go through several loops in the phone in order to get help. So the administration office decided to apply lean principles. They were able to reduce the overall application time and hence increase the customer satisfaction. Jumping now to another service sector, a restaurant had a significant amount of excess beverage inventory. There was multiple bottles that were not on the menu. Servers and managers did not know they even had them in hold. So by applying lean principles, they were able to reduce and get rid of this excess inventory. And eventually they started to analyze their historical data and sales in order to forecast the future demand and only hold inventory that was necessary. Jumping now to the manufacturing industry, a cell phone company saw an increase in demand in their product. However, because of the structure in their production line, they were not able to keep up, and if operators didn't show up, they struggled even starting production. So the lean principle tools utilized in these examples include value stream mapping, which is most commonly used tool where you identify and reduce your non-value added activities, resulting in an efficient process. Next is managing your inventory and reducing your excess, which you can identify by practicing 5S. Another tool was work cell design that allows you for greater flexibility within your process. And finally, analyzing your task and cycle time to improve your lead time to meet customer demand. There are many tools that you can implement to your specific needs, and you can even create your own system based on lean principles. For example, Danaher, an investment company that has businesses in environmental, life science, and diagnostics, was one of the first companies in North America to adapt Kaizen or continuous improvement philosophy. The practice led then to the development of Danaher Business System. Now, a challenge that comes when trying to apply lean principles is that with bigger companies, it is more difficult since you already have established practices, a culture, and it becomes more difficult to disrupt and make the change. However, if you're an emerging business making your way up through the S-curve, now's the perfect time to implement so that when you grow, you already have that lean culture. Now, if you want to become lean but do not know where to start, ask yourself and make a list of what brings the most value to your customer or yourself, and try to reduce everything that is not on the list. Now, remember, lean is a lifestyle, and if you want to know more principles and how to apply them in your business, stay tuned for future videos where I will go into details about tools that you can utilize to stay simply lean. So until next time, I'm Chris, and see you soon.